What's going on, YouTube? Today is gonna be, where my dog at? Yo, Pupper. Pupper. Bye-bye. There she is. But today, let's see. I like to start off my days with a little bit of cereal. So if you guys can't tell, I live in a Hispanic house home. So obviously you got all your beaner stuff down here, basically everywhere. So you got your ramen. So yeah, and all the off-brand cereal, of course. But I guess we'll go with, would you look at that? Off-brand. But so we'll start with this. We gotta go get the leche from downstairs. Oh, wait a minute, it's actually in this fridge. So by the way, our fridge is broken. So let me show you all. And in here. So every time I wanna grab something from the fridge, whether that be, or the freezer, whether that be meat or milk or anything. So we got this little tiny fridge up here, and then we got a big one downstairs in the basement. But yeah, I gotta make a trip down there every time, so it's unfortunate, but let's see. So yeah, so today I'll kind of show you guys what I eat in a day. So gotta get the scale out. Actually, never mind, I won't get the scale because it's in cups. So I usually just kind of guesstimate exactly. I think this is a cup. Guesstimate how many calories I get in per day. So here, let me pop this up somewhere. Usually, yeah, guess how many calories I'm taking in a day based on what I'm eating. Obviously, I'm not just kind of like randomly assuming what I'm taking in, but today I'll kind of show you all. So what do we got? Yeah, I don't know. So this is what I do for those of you. Here, let me bring this a tad bit closer. Right there is probably fine. So obviously you want to look at the box and look at the nutrition facts. So you see here 1 1/4 cups of cereal. So 1 whole of these, and then a fourth, which is a fourth of this, is 140 calories. So for our show, before I pour this up, for our show, we're trying to hit, we have 13 weeks left. So February 17th is on a Tuesday. So we're trying to make, in my mind, I already told myself I want to hit 160, like 160 body weight pounds. I think I'm hovering around 173, 172 right now in the mornings, like fasted. So so we got time. So really, realistically, we're looking at about 1 pound per week until we get down to show day. So, and I'm trying not to sacrifice the protein as well, because when you're eating less calories, it's harder. I'm gonna say harder because that's the best word that I could possibly use. But it's just harder to get all your protein in and keep the calories low. But it's possible. You just gotta figure out exactly what you need. So, get up. Hold on. So yeah, so what do we got here? 140 calories. Let's go ahead and start pouring this bad boy up, if we even have enough. First cup. Trying to hit my body weight in protein, so, which is not always realistic for me. Or it is realistic, but it's not. It doesn't always happen. So about 1.5 cups. The rest of that's probably a fourth of this. So that leaves us with a whopping 280 I mean, I'll write all this down so I'll know, but that's just a little bit of, oh, and we also got our milk too, so we got to weigh this out. 1 cup. So again, I kind of know what a cup is, so I don't necessarily always pour it in this little thing. But for those of you who don't know your measurements yet, so there's 1, there's 2. Do we want to go with 3? How many carbs? And we also want to look at carbs too. So I told myself I want to stay within like 100. Is our phone crooked? Yeah, that's bad. I told myself that I wanted to stay between or less than 150 carbs. Okay. So we did 3. So yeah, that's one of my goals. And I guess we'll do 4. I think we did 3. Okay, so and what's crazy, believe it or not, but every serving is 150 calories. So right now, this is looking like, so we got 280 plus 450. So we're like already at close to 800 calories. And how many grams? We're at 8, 16, 24, 27, 30. We're at 30 grams of protein right now. So it's very easy to kind of go over. And the thing is, it's like, I want to stay under 2,200 calories per day. So, yeah, it's very important to keep in track exactly what you're eating, so you're not overeating and you're not undereating, if that makes sense. Because if you want to maintain the right amount of, if you don't want to lose your muscle mass, you have to be able to maintain that, keep intaking that protein. So it's not just about cutting calories. If you want to do it the proper way and to build the best physique on a cut, you have to maintain that. Come on, Bubba. Do you need to go potty? Come here. All right. So we poured up our bowl. I think my dog needs to go potty. So, yeah, you need to maintain that that protein. So that's what we're trying to do. Again, I'm gonna be realistic. I've never actually weighed out my food like that, or like counted any calories or anything. So come on, baby. So I will say that not every day I hit that goal, which is unfortunate, but that's just the real me. We're trying to do better. I need to brush my teeth as well. I have kind of yellow stained teeth, which is unfortunate, but come on, baby. But okay, no potty. False alarm, guys. We'll come back out in a little bit. I think she's just hungry. So we'll give her food as soon as I'm done recording. But yeah, so, and then obviously I'll take you guys through what I eat the rest of the day. So honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. After my morning, after this breakfast, I only eat one more time in the day. So I try to eat a huge meal for my second one, and then just don't eat. So, but we'll see. We'll see what we're looking like. Later in the day, like what our calorie is, what our carbs are, and what our protein is. Because that's, to be realistic, that's all I really look at. Calories, carbs, and protein. So, what is today? Today is, I'm not sure yet, because I think I'm gonna hit legs, just because I need to give my arms a rest. But I told my friend, Addison, that, there's someone back there. He first told me he was hitting legs, so I was like, all right, bet, we'll hit legs together. But then he said that he wasn't able to go to the gym. So he's actually hitting back and tri. And I was like, all right, I'll do arms, I guess, so we can do something together. But I think I really should give my upper body a rest. So legs is what we're doing today for sure. And if I change my mind, you'll obviously see by the title. So, but I do want to say, I should have said this at the beginning, and I might clip it right here, put it in the beginning, but I just want to say that, like, I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart. Like, thank you all for, like, the positive feedback. Not even positive, but, like, the most constructive feedback that I've ever received, the most on any type of video that I've ever posted. So there was like, I mean, there was a lot of comments, not in just one video, but like different ones of like people saying like, thank you. I mean, you did a good job. This is how you could do it better. Like, you could probably start doing this or start doing that. And I mean, if that's what you guys want, and if that's how if the quality of the videos are going to be increased by me doing this, I'm going to do it. And I really appreciate y'all for taking your time out of your day and writing those comments, because I will say this, when you're kind of like focused on, when you're focused in life, kind of like tunnel visioned, when you're kind of, you have goals and you got a lot kind of going on in your life, and it's hard to go out there and communicate and talk to people. I will say that. Like, I rarely talk to people. So reading those comments was almost like these people talking, like it was like I'm talking to these people and it felt amazing. Like it was genuinely nice that the stuff that I'm putting out there is like, there's people out there who are gonna back me and support me. And yeah, so I really, really mean that. And again, my whole purpose, my whole true reason for behind all this, behind my lifts is I lift for Jesus Christ. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm a new YouTuber, so fair enough, you probably don't know who I am, but I live for Christ. In the saying that I kind of put it in my bio, and I'm gonna put it in the description of this video, and I'll do that for the rest of the videos. But I live for Christ because Christ lifted me. So he's done miracles in my life. He's changed my life drastically. So I can't say anything. I can't, what am I trying to say? I mean, I give all my praise to the Lord, because he truly has done wonders in my life, and I know he could do them for you all. So, and again, I don't judge people at all for what they believe. I try my best not to judge anybody, because that's not my place. I'm not the one who's doing the judging. I'm not a judger, not a judge. But that's just who I am, firm believer. And I'm glad that I've met the people that I have in my life that allowed me to really be able to see clearly, if that makes sense. So yeah, thank you to our Lord, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. This lift is for him. All the lifts are for him. So if you guys, what am I trying to say? Yeah, I just wanted to say, yeah, I really, really appreciate y'all for the support, and get you on the gym.
All right, guys. So here, I'm pretty sure these are called hip adductors. I know there's two. It's the abductor and the adductor, ADD ductor. So I normally don't warm up with this one, because this is really just for warm up, because I don't really care about my glutes, but just to get my hips warm. So I opted for the hip adductor, so hip adduction. So really for this movement, I'm trying my best to kind of control the weight, if that makes sense. So go slowly, like on the, I figured out my terminology. Go slowly on the concentric, which is, I think that's the right word. So when you're going out like that, that was the concentric, and the eccentric is going down like that. So really focusing on the eccentric part, I guess, because I guess that's my philosophy. Maybe you could say that my personal philosophy in the gym, that I think I'm gonna make the most gain on the way down on the eccentric. So yeah, this is a really solid movement. If you guys don't normally do this kind of movement, I would recommend to throw it in just as a warm-up. Nothing crazy. Obviously, it looks a little odd. I will say that. It looks a little bit weird. I guess in a guy standpoint. And there's my friend Addison in the back. But don't be persuaded not to hit it, because it just looks weird.
I didn't even check my phone to see what time it was. I thought it was like time to get ready, so I took a fucking shower.
At 4 in the morning?
Yeah. And I realized when I was in the shower, like, I didn't even look at what time it was. I was like, it could be fucking 3 in the morning.
What made you think? What time did you go to bed?
Like 1 or 2.
Dude, you're dumb.
So after I got out of the shower, I fucking looked at my phone and said 350. I was like,
Damn. Dude, you're so dumb. Oh, Lord.
I also want to say that that working out with a friend, with a gym bro, with a gym partner, it makes the lift honestly like that much better. Like I think my experiences in the gym, like the best ones that I've had, I think it's having a partner with you. So like if you need a spot, if you need honestly just like talking in the gym, just kind of it's really nice to have someone there with you, you know, by your side.
That's the warm up.
Okay, now I decided let's go and warm up with the plate. Not my usual technique, but I'm just kidding. I didn't warm up with the plate. I think I warmed up obviously with the bar just to feel it. So I hit the angle really bad here, so obviously I'm going to change it here in a second. But for me, I've always respected and I valued form over weight any day. So for me, when I look over in the gym and I see somebody hitting whatever it is, bench press, deadlift, back squat, whatever it is, like if they hit it with perfect form, I respect that. But I think for me, I don't know. I value form, and so that was the first thing that I worked on for me in the gym, at least, is not really so much the weight, is the form. So I like to be able to go as low as I humanly possibly can. Maybe I could go lower, I guess, obviously. But I like the form of going all the way down. It looks more aesthetic, and I feel like people respect it more than if you're just kind of half doing a set, if that makes sense, of heavy weight. So yeah. So my technique obviously is going trying to keep the bar as steady as possible. And something that I kind of threw in now is I almost like leaned forward a little bit. So, and that's not bad. I think if you looked at from the side angle, you could see the bar going completely straight up and down. So, and that's what you want. So 185 today felt great. That's usually my second warm-up set. So yeah, I'm definitely not my working set, but 225 for me personally is my working set. So sometimes I don't even push more than 225. So I'm like, all right, we hit 225, we hit it for a couple reps. I think we'll call it there. So here, yeah. So I don't know what it is today, but the weight just, and the way that my muscles were working, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but it all just felt like I was in unison today. I was locked in, and it's not usually like that. And I don't know what it is about today, but or my leg day. I think it was because maybe I was so determined to hit legs today, and I usually skip barbell back squat just because it kind of intimidates me. But I didn't want to be intimidated today. I kind of wanted to say, you know what? I'm gonna own this movement today. I'm gonna really show it who I am, if that makes sense. So I can't even remember how many reps we just hit, but we did really good. So that was 225. I think I might have my belt underneath, or maybe not actually, or maybe I did. Yeah. So again, I'm not sure if I said. I think I'll say it in the outro, but I've never gone over 265. The last time I did barbell back squat, I did 265 for one, and that was like belt, knee sleeves, so basically everything I got on right now. So 260, believe that, or 265 for one, and that was maybe, I'm gonna confidently say it was a month ago, and I failed one time, so I attempted it, and I couldn't get it up. So, and if I had the clip out there, I'll probably throw it in here and at some point. But I literally, I had to get. Obviously, I was with the spotter, so my friend spotted me. I couldn't get it up the first time. Tried it again. 265. Got it for one. And so here we got. What do we got? 275 on the bar. Let's see what we were working with. Boom. First one went up. Perfect. I literally felt that it literally moved like it was 225, and then that one felt a little bit heavier. So I kind of got in my head here in a second, but I'll tell you it's amazing to have a spotter with you at all times, or when you can have a spotter. So I didn't even think I was going to be able to get that one, but there was a voice in my head saying, you got to go for another one. You got to go for another one. So I just went for it. I was like, you know what? We're already here. We got a Sparta. We got the safeties on, and we get it up. So that was personally for me. I mean, I'm honestly I'm shocked in that, but I'm glad I was it honestly it was like an ego boost. It was like it made me feel really good that I was able to push that kind of weight that I've never touched before. So it might not be very impressive for other people, but for my personal records, very, very impressive for me. So I was happy with that. We got 2 plates on the leg press. So right here, what am I trying to do? Let me explain this for you. I'm really trying to feel my quad in this. Not my quad, my hamstring, because today is going to be I forgot to say it, but it's a hamstring-focused leg day. So trying to really just focus on my hamstring doing the work instead of my quad. So yeah, that's kind of the main idea behind the doing a leg press, because I know it's a lot of quad, but trying to focus the majority of the pressure of the weight on the actual hamstring itself. So maybe going up a little higher than usual, than you would usually do, is kind of how I target my quad a little bit harder than anything. But so yeah, it's weight's moving pretty solid. So what do we got? I think it's 5 plates. I'm not sure, but yeah. Leg press. Probably could have got more on that, but I kind of got nervous. I have bad knees, so I've had surgery on both of them. So I don't really like when it comes to my. I know I'm like fully healed, but I still get really nervous when I'm doing movements like that. So I didn't want to risk it. And so we move on to a little hamstring curl machine, a little seated curl. So I like to almost hug the handles, so almost like giving it a hug. Get my body low, get my head and my whole body kind of closer to my feet than normal. Instead of like leaning back all the way, I feel like you can get more of a deep stretch if you lean forward just a tad. So, or whatever. This is my preference. This is my philosophy. So obviously you don't have to do these movements like I'm doing them. And I'm sure you all probably found better ways to hit these movements. But for me, I feel like if I lean forward, I can really feel a nice stretch in my quad, or not my. I keep saying quad, but in my hamstring. So that's the reasoning behind the. I guess it does look a little odd if you look at it at a certain angle, but. Okay, and I believe, oh, it's not last. I was going to say this is our last movement, but it's not. So now we got, you call these Romania deadlifts, the RDLs. So really for this movement, you want to, obviously it's a hamstring movement, but it's almost like you're poking your butt out is the best way that I could explain it. So it's kind of hard to get perfect form on this, and obviously not every rep is perfect, but the main idea behind this lift is bending down and pushing my hips out so I can really stretch out my my hamstring and really feel, obviously stretch it out. So that's, I personally think that the muscle grows during that stretch. So not really so much during the lifting of the movement, but it's in the stretch where the muscles tear, that's where it begins to rebuild, obviously with your protein and whatnot. So I'm doing the strapless, believe it or not. So not my usual kind of movement, and obviously this is a little too heavy for me, so probably shouldn't go this heavy next time. But yeah, we got to drop it a little bit, kind of getting tired. But yeah, we're using a little bit of chalk. Brought it from my home, so chalk is always important. So yeah, next time obviously we're gonna probably have to drop the weight a little bit. But now lastly, we got the old reliable, I guess, the calf raise. So this one, I don't think there is any other movement out there that targets the calf better than the seated calf machine. Or maybe the standing calves is good, but we don't have that, unfortunately. So I've never actually used a standing calf machine, so I can't really say too much on that. But this machine, what's crazy is that I used to not feel, and I'm going to say here in a second, so I won't even say that. But yeah, the point of this is trying to let my heel go not parallel to my feet, if that makes sense, but go a little bit below, like let my heel go below my toes, if that makes sense. So that's so I can get the stretch. Again, it's all about the stretch for me. So get that stretch in my calf. So give it like a 2.5 out of 10. Alright, don't mind me. Are you done?
Huh? I got
done?
or two.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but every day I come in here, bro. Oh shit. Every day I come in here, bro, the movements feel a lot better. Like, I used to not feel calves at all when I would get calves. Now it's like, is that not a little, is it eccentric or eccentric? Eccentric, yeah. Down and what is up? Huh? The concentric. Okay. Because I was talking in my outro yesterday. I was trying to figure out what the terms were, bro. And I kept, eccentric down and concentric up. Yeah. Here, classic example of being a sissy, but I could have got another set probably. So, horrible excuse, but that's it for the workout. Catch y'all on the outro. Also, there's a little behind the scenes, but we got brother posing in my pose area, taking up my spot, taking up my little joint. Kind of upset right now because on top of that, brother took my tripod, so yeah. Well, now what are we doing? Get the poses right, son. All right. So we're eating. We got about, what I say, 370 something. Yeah. Like 370 something of calories. I think we're hitting probably like 40 grams. I have it all calculated, but I think it's like 40 grams of protein. So this is our first meal. So we had breakfast this morning. So I'll do the math and I'll let y'all know at the end of the day what we're looking at. What's up, YouTube? That's a wrap on the workout today. So I think I finally figured something out. So I think I can, because when I'm recording, I can't listen to music in the gym. So which sucks. But I think what I'm gonna start doing is connecting my AirPods to my computer
to my laptop and just setting it, like, obviously in one of the cubbies and just listening to music while I record. So that's going to be the new thing. And I can just control with, like, the camera stuff. I can just control with this, hold on. With this little button right here. So that's what we got. So I'm not going to try to ramble off too much, but I think I just cracked the code, really. So, let's see, what are we looking for? So I'm going to start off with, we're going to go and pop, oh yeah, we're in the office, aka the bedroom. I like this angle right here, so, because I can hold my computer right here, and perfect, the lighting's great. So, let's see. I already know what song I'm going to go put, so we're going to put it right here, wherever it's at. So it's called, let's see. It's called Brindemos by Anuel, AA, and Ozuna. So for those of you who don't know, I'm fluent in Spanish, so this is a Spanish song. I don't know exactly when it came out, but I'm sure I can find it right now. But here, 2018. So there you go. It's an old song, but super good song. I like it a lot. So yeah, I have kind of 3 different musical tastes. So it's or I'm not sure how many I have. So the sun is beaming in my face right now. But so I like if you guys know what hardstyle is, kind of hardstyle gym music. I like rap music. I like Spanish music. So, and then I also have like that guilty musical pleasure. It's like the you maybe call it alternative music, but yeah. So that's the one we're gonna go with today, Brindemos. If you haven't listened to it, give it a listen. It goes pretty hard, even if you don't know Spanish. It's still a good song. And so, and our quote of the day, let's see, I already found it. So, see, I'm getting more prepared by the day. So, this is said by Roy T. Bennett. I'm pretty sure he wrote a book called The Light in the Heart, and I'm going to pop it right there somewhere. So, this is a quote in his book, I believe. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. The past is a place of learning, not a place of living. And so, my take on that is, let me pause this real quick. My take on that quote is, it's important for us as humans not to, get so stuck and so lost in our past, if that makes sense, because our past does not define who we are. Like, what defines who you are should be the present and what you do with your time right now and how you're trying to progress in the future, if that makes sense. So, not so much what you've already done. I guess in a way it could affect your future, like your past, but at the end of the day, it's the way you carry yourself in the present and the way you move throughout the day for your future. That's what defines you. The way you act in the present for your future is what defines you. It's when you're at your lowest, the way you react to being in the slumps and at your lowest. That's what defines you, not who you were in the past. You're not the person who did all those things. Like, you're not the cheater that you were. You're not the liar that you used to be. You're not the thief that you used to be. You're not whatever it may be. These are stuff of your past. This is the past. This is a completely different person. Like, that's not who you are. That was you being misguided. It's probably the best word I could use. It's being misguided. So that's not who you are. That's not what builds character at all. So it's what you do right now in the present. Yeah, so I kind of drifted off a little bit from the quote because it was the past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. But yeah, so like your past is really you should be able to look at your past. Like, I'm not saying completely forget about your past, but you should be able to look at your past and say, this is where I need to work. This is where I need to put in some work, if that makes sense. This is what I need to change. So change is probably what defines you, how you can change into a better person, so into a better man, at least in my case. Yeah, so
I really like that quote, and because it's the one that stood out to me. So, and it's true. Like, I think it applies in my life as well. Like, I used to be, and I'm not gonna say I don't do this completely anymore because that's a lie, but I guess I used to be super stuck in my past, like kind of really letting it affect my present day, the things I've done in my past. Like I would let it like bring me down every day, like tear me down, like, oh, I can't do this because this is who I was, this is who I am, supposedly this is who I am. But that's not who you are. You are what you do today. So today, who am I today? So I went to the gym I woke up at 8 in the morning on a Saturday and got myself in the gym because it closed early. So it's not really, if I had another choice, I would have probably gone at a different time. But it's just, this is like the stuff that you do right now in this moment is who you are. So, and I would try not to forget that. And I try to remind myself that every day. So keeping myself accountable of the things that I do right now, it's going to affect myself. It's going to affect the people around me. So everything that I've done, everything that I do in the day affects somebody in some way, absolutely affects someone in some way, because inaction also affects people. So your inability of acting could also affect someone's day in a negative way. So if you can go out there and be a positive role model in your community or wherever you live, with your family, your brothers, your siblings, your friends, relationships, whatever it is, like your actions dictate the people around you, or affect or sway their emotions in some way or their mood, and your inaction does as well. So it's important to understand that it's a two-sided sword, if you will. So yeah, so I'm trying to stay consistent every day, and I think that starts with, for me at least, because I don't have traction, but hopefully I will one day. But so for me, it's just staying consistent in the gym. I still got a meal left in case after you guys saw like what I had. So I'm tracking everything. So yeah, staying consistent in the gym is really the most I can do right now. I ain't consistent with my work because I work with children. I try to be like a really solid role model for them. I want them to see, and I want them to know that everything's a choice. Like I'm choosing voluntarily, consciously choosing to do these good things. It's not something that just comes, I guess it could come naturally, because I feel like intuitively, I think I am like a generous person, I think is probably the best way I want to say. But it's really like, these are choices that I'm making. So I choose to want to be like, to help my community. I choose to want to take care of these children because I want them to be better for our community, because these are the kids that are going to grow up and lead the future, if that makes sense. So I find that whatever I want to do it for a really good reason. So I know the education system, which is really what I'm going to try to go into, is it's not one that like provides a lot of money, but for me it's more than money. Like what I'm doing, the what is the word that I'm, the fulfillment that I feel in my heart is greater than any money could provide. So knowing that I'm making a change in my community is more than any amount of money could ever change, if that makes sense. But what was I gonna say? Also, this is crazy that happened in the gym. But I was working out, right? Normal. In this video, I was working out, and someone came up to me, and I'll pop the Instagram right here somewhere. But this person has a clothing company, and he came up to me and he was like, hey, I could give you some free like shirts or shorts or whatever. He said, and you could just wear them in your videos. And I looked at his stuff. Absolutely. Like the message that he's trying to spread in his company, it's beautiful. Like it feels like that's what I'm doing in a different format, I guess, because it's all a different format. Like this is a YouTube format, but he's doing it in a clothing brand format. So I'm absolutely down with that. So, I'm not so down to him just giving me stuff. So I'll be purchasing maybe a shirt or some shorts here soon. So I'll be wearing that, the merch here in my next coming videos, but obviously when it comes in. But yeah, it's just the little things like that, like stuff that, I don't know. It made me feel really good. I will say that, like being noticed by I guess my immediate community, because I work out there every single day. So these are people that probably see me every single day. I mean, if like the times are right and stuff like that. But I see a lot of these guys and girls in there every single day. And we all kind of, we don't talk to each other, obviously, but we all kind of just have like, at least for me, I feel like we all kind of have a, like, somewhat of an acknowledgement of each other. So, yeah, so I wanted to say that. So today was probably one of my better days, and I wanted to say I really love every single one of you guys out there that are giving me like super solid constructive criticism, like giving me really good feedback, because I think for me, like, immediate feedback is the best that I could receive. So I really appreciate every single one of you guys that are out there watching, and the fact that you will take your time out of your day to help me be a better help me improve the content that I'm making. So that just, maybe this is like a feeling of like new YouTubers that come on here, like, but that feeling was amazing. Like I was saying, I'm not sure if I said it this morning or last night, but some days, like, I'll go throughout an entire day and not really talk to anybody, like not say a single word to a soul. So being able to look at the comments and like see that, like, the stuff, like what I feel is normal, what I do throughout my day is being noticed by other people, and it felt amazing. Like, it feels amazing that I mean, I'm not gonna say random people, because if you're following, you're my follower. So I'm gonna say my followers. It feels amazing that my followers kind of want the best for me, even if it's like something small, like even like a small little comment or a like, even a like or a view to me makes me feel like I'm doing something. Like there's someone out there who is watching these videos and hopefully can connect to a message that I'm trying to say. So, yeah, the lift went super good. So I've never touched 270 on back squat. I've never touched 275 before. I think the last time I maxed maybe 2 months ago on back squat, and I don't know why I took it out of my program, but no, not 2 months ago. That's crazy. It was probably like 2 weeks ago, but I took it out, and I think the highest that I've for a 1 rep max was 265. That's the most I've ever done. So 275 for 4 today. Mind blown for me. I don't even know how to explain it today. Just I felt on, and I felt ready to. I don't know, like the weight just. It just felt like I could lift it, which is weird. Like, I don't know. Everything just kind of, my whole body just kind of felt like I could move it. It was a great feeling, I will say that. But the lift went great. And again, I want to end all these videos with letting you all know I do all these lifts and I do all these things in my life. Everything that I've ever done probably since May of this year, I do it for the glory of God, if that makes sense. So I do it for Christ. Everything that I've done, everything that I do it for a reason. I do it with purpose. I do it with intent. I do it for God. Like everything that I do it with that, so, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm doing this for Christ. So, and again, it's not easy to be a Christian. It's a really hard thing. Not really hard, I won't say that, but it's hard coming from a life of like sin, almost like you sin every single day. It's hard coming from that kind of lifestyle and then trying to live a lifestyle like I'm trying to do right now of what is it, repentance and like turning away from sin. So that's pretty hard for me, at least I will say that. But it's not impossible, and I try to. Sometimes you fall down in sin in life. Sometimes you drop your cross, but I think the most important thing, and again, this is what defines you. It's not your past, because that's the past. Leave it back there. But it's how you pick yourself up. It's how you pick up your cross every day, and that's the most important thing, is just getting back up. Keep your head high, and pick up your cross every day. Pick up yourself. Pick up your soul, if that makes sense. So I kind of definitely rambled. We're at 15 minutes right now in this outro. So, but I feel like I have to say these things so you all know who I am. And I told you, I've been saying it since the beginning. I want to keep it as real as possible. And for me to be able to be as real as possible, I have to truly say how I feel deep down in my heart. And so this is who I am. And
I just started. But I can't be changed. I can't be swayed because this is like, these are my beliefs. These are my core values. These are my morals. And I'm not going to change that for anybody. No one can change my morals. No one can change my my way of living except myself, if that makes sense. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I really appreciate everything. And I thank you guys so much for the feedback. I really do. It means a lot to me. And that's all I could say. Like, just thank you. And hopefully this takes off somewhere. Hopefully, I don't even know what to say. But I really appreciate you all. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you guys can feel what I'm saying from the words that I'm saying, if you guys like it, subscribe. And again, don't feel obligated to watch any of these videos. Probably save, remember the name. Like I said yesterday, remember the name kind of deal. And then come back to me in like 2 to 3 years to see my growth, because I don't plan on letting off the pedal anytime soon. Like I plan on taking this pretty seriously as far as I can. So and it's important to start now. Like now, take action immediately. So yeah, and that's what we're doing. So yeah. So tomorrow, I don't know if I'll take a rest day or do a little bit of arms, but I know we have to do cardio, so we'll probably be in there at some point. So if you don't see an upload for, I guess it'll be your guys' Monday. If you don't see a Monday upload, it's because I took Sunday off. So anyways, you guys have a good rest of your day and stay blessed.